Okay, here we are back with our cats. We're just checking in on our friend Swift Treasure. Still research. We're going to set them to explore that entire system. Research bases are always good. We love our research bases. Pretty soon, Sleus is going to join our little kitty empire. They're doing okay here. Not much we could do about corruption without more technology. Already built the Planetary Administration Center. But good, stable income. I think we're doing quite well. So right now we're just going to crash this so we can get this done and repair our planet. After that, we were working on tourism, which is exciting. I mean, it's got to be exciting, right? Space vacations is such a just like an interesting idea. My cat people are definitely looking forward to it. Starting to wonder whether or not we are bottlenecked on either explorer ships or construction ships. They don't always seem to be working. Yeah, of course you want to join us. We know. We know, friends. We're going as fast as we can. Look how fast we're going. The ship is already built. It's kind of exciting too, right? We're just about to start a mission of interchange, exchange with the other cat people. The best and the brightest people are going to go and they're going to create a sort of home away from home amongst our other cat friends. Our societies will come closer. And then they'll join us. It's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to it. I love watching that little ship fill up. It's great. All right. Everybody still seems to be working. They all have assigned exploration tasks. Though I do still wonder whether or not I should buy another one. Problem is, I just spent a lot of money. Like, that crash was expensive, and that colony ship was expensive, and I'm basically broke. So it's really not something that we can do anything about right now. I'm gonna have to wait for a bit. All of these asteroids are low quality. Uh, there's a couple of them that would be okay, but... Oh, a lot of these are black. That means that our construction ships do not have enough range. We should fix that immediately, because that could also be what's causing that bottleneck. So we just want to try to add fuel cells to them, because it's the only way we can really extend their range until we get a new warp drive. Although they're not going, their speed isn't as good as it could be either, which means a reactor might help them. Let's take this proximity array off. We really never needed it to begin with. And replace it with a fuel cell? And I really don't think I'm going to be able to fit anything else, so we'll just save it like that. Hopefully that's enough to get more of those stations in range. We're going to have to consider possibly doing more about that later. They do all seem to be working. Surly Mirage here seems to be... Oh, they're retrofitting. Oh, that base is the thing that we sent Swift Treasure to deal with. It's the special event in that system. Yeah, right there. Good job, Swift Treasure. So, I guess this must be finished. That must be why he's retrofitting. Yeah, it's finished. Just waiting for fuel, but otherwise operational now. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, these space critters are going to be one of the first reasons why we need to build a fleet, because they're going to interfere with lots of things. They seem to have made trouble for Valiant Relic down there. Oh yeah, they're fleeing. Um, I kind of wish they would flee towards things instead of at random. Oh, Sleus. Sleus is colonized. We did it, everyone. All the cats are shaking hands. Oh, that is actually kind of nice. So that's what I usually expect a starting colony to look like for the Zenox. We have such poor quality planets that even with all of our bonuses on them, it's pretty rare to actually see them good naturally. A 13 like this, though, that could easily become a 20 just by getting the first colonization planet. We don't want to do that now, though. Like, we'll go for this after, but we don't want to cancel our structured research. Anyway, once we have that and terraforming technology, this planet will be a 23, and that's perfectly suitable. It's actually pretty good. Can't build that yet. It's a great building, but we do not have any money. So it looks like Valiant Relic is out of fuel from fleeing that space monster, which means we're going to have to do something a little sooner than I normally would here. We're going to have to build fuel transports, or at least one. We probably won't build more than one. All right, so let's just look at the design for the fuel transports. Fuel transports generally carry their fuel inside the cargo bay that they use for refueling other ships. But we do need a bunch of fuel cells to give it good range, because fuel cells are basically the only way we can adjust range at this time. We don't have better engines or anything. Fuel efficiency is not an option. Just carry more. Take the command center off and replace it with crew systems, because that'll fix our crew problem, and we don't need a command center yet anyway. This isn't a military support fuel transport. Those are a much later game thing. This is fully for helping civilian ships like Valiant Relic when they get themselves into trouble. Here we go. Space reactor fixes the hyperdrive problem. And I don't think there's anything else that we need to change or do right now. So looks right to me. Okay. Sometimes I take off the small mining engine. Just like everything else in our empire, we're going to just name it what it is so that I can find it easily in the list. Fuel transporter. That's not how you spell transporter. Transporter. That's how you spell transporter. Okay. And I think we might just take control of this guy ourselves. Just make this a manual mission. Transport ships are under military, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So just put it on manual. And once it's constructed, we will start the mission to save Valiant Relic. I don't know, I wonder if the crew is still alive. It's something that I think about sometimes, because the energy bar sometimes stays up when they're stranded and sometimes it goes to 0, and Valiant Relic's energy bar is definitely 0. Having said that though, if this was an episode of Star Trek, I am pretty much 100% certain that they would have found some cool way to use minimum energy on the ship to keep their crew alive, and so that's just what we're gonna... no, wait, that's not right. We don't move there first. Anyway, we're just gonna assume the crew's alive, because I like that idea better. Our cats are very scientific, and they are very, very, very resourceful. So you're going to send him over here to load fuel. The part that I sometimes forget and almost forgot there. And then we'll just immediately send him right on his mission once the fuel is loaded. Okay, so Valiant Relic. Sometimes I call it Valiant. Valiant, Valiant. Pretty sure those are alternate pronunciations of the same word. Valiant sounds better to me, but Valiant comes out of my mouth sometimes. Anyway, there we go. The fuel is on its way. In a short time, the Valiant crew of the Valiant Relic will be rescued. So Swift Treasure, our ship, that that whole sequence was a waste of breath. It's still out here. Still out here doing work. Yeah. Doing fine. Hopefully they'll be able to refuel at that mining base once it gets some supplies. Here they are. Here they are. Yeah, because their fuel is very red. Well, I mean, we can always rescue them too, right? If it comes down to that, we can rescue them too, right? Everybody needs a rescue. So we have improved colonization now, which is great. Who is this guy? That is a fabricator. Are they damaged? Well, I'm glad the fabricator is going out there to help them if they're damaged. That makes me much more helpful that the crew will live. We definitely need that. Basic transport systems, which means we're very close to being ready. Just crash that. Gonna add basic commerce systems to the queue too, because it'll be super short. Just get it out of the way. Hate adding things to my queue, but adding short things to my queue that are immediately useful, yeah, that's okay. All right, let's just crash that. So I just realized that I never upgraded my research labs or my spaceports to have the better labs in them. So basically for the last, I don't know, 10 years, we've been losing 20 research a year. That's not great, but it's not the end of the world. At least we noticed now. It could have been a lot longer. Glad I noticed that those weren't version 2s, otherwise that never would have got done. So there was something else I came in here for? Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out why I wasn't building a resource stations because I have all the technologies. Do I have all the technologies? You know, I actually think I missed picking up the construction technology that you need for this. No, not this. Yes, expanded stations. Expanded space stations. Didn't get that. Well, we're getting it now. Build that spaceport. Okay, that's weird. I wonder if that's a bug. I got no message saying that I got bonus research for that, but it finished immediately. Pretty sure it had no bonus research when I put it in the queue. Very strange, but I mean, I'm going to take it. Definitely not going to start the whole game over again because of it. Plus, it could have been something I missed. That's definitely possible. I do not know if you need to build resort bases on your colony worlds. I don't think that you do. I think that you can visit colony worlds just by going to the planet and landing on the surface. But we're gonna build those anyway. Oh, my cats must be so excited. Like, it's a big step, right? We're like 15, 16, maybe 17 years into our space adventure, and we're already offering like relatively inexpensive space vacations. Our people can intermingle not just like on the political or specialist level anymore, but like the actual citizens. They can go and meet each other and really start to become one people. I don't know, it's something about the idea of space tourism. It makes me really enthusiastic. Whoops, lost control of my mouse there for a second. Too much talk, not enough control, I guess. I don't know. All the ships moving around quickly and doing their things is one of the big charms of this game. Look at this little cute guy. Sometimes I like to watch the space stations. Okay. RB. Change that to resort just so that we know what it is. Because otherwise we will mistake it for research bases. We're building our first one. It's pretty nice. Seems like even though he could have just built the one in our capital, that he's decided it's more important to build the one at Sleuth, which actually I have to agree, because the people in the capital are going to want the space station they're going to build before the one that they're not going to care about built, right? Well, that's nice. After all that talk about how rare a buff, oh, and it's not in there. It's not in the nebula at all. After all that talk about how rare plus 20 worlds are at the beginning and how usually you have to explore for a long time to find them, we have one, like, in a perfect position. That That's interesting because that planet is honestly good enough now that Sleus, I guess. I've been calling it Sleuth, but it's Sleus. Now that Sleus is almost profitable, probably will become profitable after the building is built, or soon after that at least. I love these ruins. They're just cool. They just add a lot to the game experience for me, even though they don't mean anything. Anyway, we're gonna build this third colony. I'm getting all caught up. We're going to build the third colony now because I'm pretty sure we're close enough to being profitable on Sleus that we can afford another one. And with that crazy, weird loss of the ability to speak clearly for a moment, we're going to cut this episode. I think we've accomplished it a lot. We got our colony on Sleus, and we started building a new one. Thank you for watching.